Hi, my name is Jin Jin and I'm from Manchester in the UK. My gran calls me Jin Jin, so that's where my name comes from. Some of the songs that I've written and worked on are Hold My Hand by Jess, Glynne. I've worked on Evergreen by Yebba, Grown by Little Mix. I've worked on Lullaby by Sigala featuring Paloma Faith, You Don't Know Me by Jax Jones featuring Ray, and a few others. I got into music in general because my granddad used to have a reggae music store in Manchester, and whilst all my cousins would be outside playing and stuff, I used to always be in there. When I had my first #1, it's kind of like surreal. To be quite honest, it's an amazing feeling, but I get an amazing rush and an amazing feeling even when a song has like been accepted and it's released and the first time you hear it on the radio. So I always feel like that's a massive achievement, because the amount of songs that as writers we write, we're in sessions every day. The fact that somebody is, has to go through so much of a process, the label, the artists, the publishers, everybody has to approve it, the radio people, everybody has to approve it. So then for it to get to a point where it's like, it's got a release date, it's been mixed, it's been mastered, and there's no further comments is like a massive like, are you sure, really? The first time I heard a song on the radio, it was a song actually that I did with Roll Deep, and it was called Do Me Wrong. I think I was actually sat at home by the radio with my family because we knew that it had been scheduled in to be played on the radio, and then it was going to get its first play by Mr. Jam from like Radio 1 sort of thing. So then we were all like sat around and we were like, yeah. To keep the creativity flowing, I find that that's why it's so important for me to work with different types of artists across every genre, and it keeps it so exciting for me. I wouldn't want to just do pop or just do urban or just do reggae or Afrobeat or house. So I kind of like try to switch it up all the time and push myself and challenge myself all the time. Some of my favourite collaborations. One recently, actually, I did. There's a house producer in the UK called Sigala, and I've done quite a few things with him. And recently, we've got a song called "Feels Like Home" that came out last week. It's got an Afrobeat artist on there called Fuse ADG, and it has Sean Paul on there, and it has a US artist called Jax Jones. And it's like such a blend of loads of different genres. Collaborations. I've done a couple of sessions with Rihanna, but I'd love to do like a Rihanna collab with maybe like Afrobeat guys like Burna Boy or something like that. My journey with UMPG, I've been with UMPG now for maybe like 4 years. To be quite honest, I was always scared and anxious about being signed with such a huge organisation. I was just like really overwhelmed. I was like, I'm going to get forgotten, I'm going to get lost. But then once I met all the individual people and the teams, both in the UK and in the US and all over sort of thing, and then you realise actually it is huge, but then it's all broken down into tiny bits, and it's everybody's human, and everybody's kind of like still a family sort of vibe, which is really nice. So it was super important. My advice to young women who are interested in becoming songwriters, I'd say don't give up, be confident, and don't be afraid to try new things, and reach out to people and collaborate as much as you can, and just be confident. I think I found the confidence. I think really I didn't have the confidence. I just kind of like thought to myself, you haven't got anything to lose. The worst they can say is no, and you don't know until you may as well. You've got nothing to lose.